Hey there, Aries. It's Chronic Joy Tarot, and this is going to be your August 2017 reading for Sun, Moon, and Rising Aries. And if you're new to my channel, thanks for visiting. My readings are typically, I take a focus. They're really for developing your spiritual and higher self. And what I do is I pull one oracle card. Both these decks have been shuffled and cleared, and I'll pull an oracle card to give us guidance, a sort of a topic for what to focus on in the next few weeks. And then the Zen Tarot deck, which is this deck here, is where we get the details. And I do this spread called the Flying Bird, and we elaborate on your theme. Okay, and this right now, Aries, you're being called, look at that, full moon. And we've got one coming up, a big, powerful one coming up in a few days here in August. So this is a time of, completing a cycle. This is a time for shedding things that don't serve you anymore and preparing for your next cycle, for your next, which is perfect because, you're here watching this reading, looking for some guidance for the next few weeks. So this spread here is called the Flying Bird. This is where you are now, and then we will take flight and move through the cards and come to a new level of awareness. Okay? So, right now, Aries, you're starting out here with this energy of it's experiencing. So you might feel like things aren't moving too rapidly in your outer world, but that's okay because you're really you're merging your inner and your outer together. This figure here is walking through the forest, and she's not only just looking at the trees or feeling the tree, she's experiencing the tree. The tree is actually holding her, and she's got her hands on the tree itself. She's not just looking at the leaves, she's actually engaging with each leaf that falls and the color of it and the design and the detail that's going on, really just taking it all in. And because your focus is this full moon card or the energy of completion, that's a good place to be. Sort of an assessment of how far you've come, where you stand now, and really feeling it all the elements that brought you to this moment. And then that will prepare you, let go of the things that aren't serving you anymore and prepare yourself to move on. Okay? The position of this card is called Fear of Flying. And, if this whole thing is the flying bird, this card is the one thing that could block you from your progress. And that would be the inability to receive. Okay? The receptivity this is an emotion card. So I'm taking this like literally, receiving love, receiving the support of others, receiving, the knowledge that your higher power is always there for you and supporting you. And if you're out of touch with that energy, with that receptivity, it could block your progress. It could stunt your growth, not your growth, but sort of stunt your path, keep you on one place in your path. So remember to stay open. Even those things, like we said, the full moon is a time to shed things that aren't working or that aren't serving you. Even those things, receive those with love because they are part of your growth and they are what brought you to this space that you stand in now. So acknowledge it and then shed it and then move on. And carry with you those things that do serve you and that do, enhance your life and enhance your growth. Those things will bring you forward. In your external world, it may show up. This Beyond Illusion card tells us that, this is all an illusion. That life is, or that's what this is saying in this. This is what I'm getting from it in this reading. Your intuition, see how the third eye there is extra special on this figure. And it's also the figure of a butterfly, which indicates metamorphosis and shift and change and growth and ascension. So there's so much more going on than what your real world is, is presenting itself to you. And you have a sense of that, Aries. You know that. It's time to open up to it all and dream more. Dream more about what it is you want to see come about in your life. Now that you're at this phase where you can sort of assess what has brought you this far and what has occurred to bring you to this place, now it's time to open up to what's possible. Okay? What's next? What's coming up? Okay? You're in for some big change, and this is an internal card. So the change you feel is probably not going to show up in your life, and may not be evident to others, but you'll feel it. You'll know. And as long as, if you see the wheel of change here is moving around, you could see the motion. It's moving rapidly in circles. If you settle down into that center where that yin yang symbol is, if you settle right into that, into your own center and the space that is truly who you are for the next few weeks, the changes that will occur won't feel so drastic, because as a wheel goes around, the center of the wheel feels it the least, right? The eye of the storm, that kind of thing. So for you, this is really internal work that it's all happening for you, and your attention to taking those things that don't serve you anymore and releasing them is going to be really important. And I would say, I just got a thought, that maybe if you step up your prayer or your meditation just a little bit in the next week or so, to literally watch those things that aren't serving you fall away, that will bring about that shift for you. That you'll feel it. You'll feel lighter. You'll feel freer within. Okay? Careful not to put judgment or comparison on yourself as compared to others. Like, say we're talking about that you are doing this internal work and that you are maybe doing some more breath meditation to release things that aren't serving you, maybe chanting, maybe doing yoga. There isn't one way, right? There isn't one correct way. And comparing, these trees, the oak and the bamboo, serve their purpose. They're both trees, but they would never think to compare themselves to one another. They each have their beauty, and they each have their way of doing things. And so while you're doing this internal work, don't worry about how it shows up. Don't worry about that, oh, maybe I should be following, a different modality, or a different craft, or a different religious book, or a different higher power. Don't worry about that. What works for you is the correct way right now, okay? And, like I said, this is probably like a 2-week period that this could be occurring. So it's okay. And the change that you feel could be very subtle, but it's there. And it is, it comes after this feeling of completion and release and shedding. So there's a fresh eyes and a fresh energy coming, for you. Okay, so yeah, so these 2 cards, these are the outcome cards, and I pulled 2 that are really similar. We are the world and participation. So these are both guiding you to, once you've nailed down that internal shedding of, that appreciation of everything that's brought you here, and then the release of the things that you don't want to carry going forward, be sure to get out and, engage with others with that fresh energy, with that fresh way of seeing things. Engage with others, be part of your inner circle, your outer circle, get out there, join groups, even if it's just virtual, online groups. Find like-minded people and connect with them. It's going to have a beautiful, positive effect on you. And if you're worried, like say you've always wanted to join a certain group or club in your community, and you felt like you don't belong, and who am I to try to join that group? Who knows if it's, artists or a knitting circle or a new religion, a new, um, temple or place to practice your prayer, and you feel, oh, who am I to try that? I don't belong there. That is a false thought. This little figure here feels like he's the outsider. This world that he wants to be in beyond the gate looks beautiful and looks like it's somewhere he wants to be, but he feels like he doesn't belong. But if you look closer, the lock that's holding that chain on the gate isn't even engaged. So really all he needs to do is open the gate and step toward it. And this is what you're guided to do in this last part of the reading. And this is probably, once you've done this internal work and the shedding of old ways or old beliefs or thought patterns, and once you're working toward creating a new way of seeing things, reach out for others that have the same interests or outlooks or perspectives as you. Reach out for them. You belong there. You belong with them, and you can really grow by engaging with these people. I don't know exactly what that is for you because this is a general reading, but there are thoughts and situations forming in my mind that make complete sense as far as if I were to apply this to my life. So you'll find it. I know you'll find it, Aries. And take that energy of yours, that fire energy, and turn it inward just for a little bit. Keep it, use the fire to actually burn away that stuff, that crap that you don't want to deal with anymore. If it's relationships or opposing views, step away from it for a little bit. It's okay. Find the views that and the people that do resonate with your heart, and you'll find there's a real, and remember, there is no right and wrong way. Nothing, that's all stories you tell yourself in your mind. So find the ones that do connect with you, and even if it's just temporary, even if it's just for a few weeks, it will enhance your life. It will enhance your internal life, and then it will show up in your outer world. Okay, Aries, thank you so much for listening and being here with me. I appreciate it so much. I look forward to your comments and everything every time that I post a video, so feel free. I will do an update for August in a couple weeks, probably about a week or so actually, because I'm shooting this video late. And until then, take care, and I will talk to you soon.